Is China economy failing?
For years, the Chinese economy seemed unstoppable.
Its once booming economy hits trouble.
New data shows people are not spending enough money.
Well, let's face it, many parts of the global economy are underperforming. The reasons are multifold, but here's the thing, it's not all doom and gloom. Here in Guangdong, China's economic powerhouse, it's a different story. Why? Let's dive in. Take a look at this crowd. I'm in a bustling shopping district. Not even the biggest or the busiest one in town, but look at this. People are shopping and businesses are thriving.
我喜欢这家庭音响，可能我对这个诉求会比较强烈一点吧。
可能就买鞋子吧。
主要想看一下照相机，特别是微单。
想买一台无人机，很贵，要1600多。
One of the simplest ways to gauge economic health: consumption.
When you see this kind of foot traffic and activity, it tells you something. People are earning, and more importantly, they're spending.
It wasn't always so promising. Earlier last year, global banks warned that China might miss its 2024 economic targets, with sluggish consumer spending taking much of the blame. Simply put, people had less money to spend on improving their lives. But China's leadership stepped in to not let the economy fail. One major move, a nationwide trade-in policy, rolled out on an unprecedented scale.
1500亿元的国债资金，已于8月初就开始了，全部下达到地方。
下一步呢，财政部将持续督促各地加快资金使用兑付。
The policy covers everything from cars and home appliances to real estate. The idea is to encourage consumers to upgrade by replacing outdated goods with newer and better options.
Okay, so here's how it works. This is the app specifically designed for the trading policy. But here's the catch. You don't actually have to trade in your old products. Subsidies are simply given to you as long as you are buying refrigerators, TVs, computers, etc. in store or online. Let's take a look. See, 15 to 20% of the price will be covered by the government as long as you apply for the subsidies. But of course, there's a daily quota, so you're gonna have to act quickly.
Guangdong took it a step further, expanding the policy to include more products. For example, subsidies for purchasing EVs can go up to $2,000. And here's the kicker, it's working. Since last year, this policy has driven sales totaling over $130 billion across the country. In the first 3 quarters of last year, per capita consumption spending rose by 5.1%.
Economically speaking, uncertainty makes people hesitant to spend on durable goods. So these numbers are clearly saying that consumers are still confident, especially when the government is helping out with their wallets. For businesses here in Guangdong, the outlook is even brighter thanks to its massive consumer base.
Guangdong is home to 150 million people, more than that of 90% of the world's countries. With workers flocking here from across the country, it boasts a young, dynamic and skilled labor force. They are the drivers of consumption. They have the income, the enthusiasm, and a willingness to invest in new products and lifestyles.
I'm on my way to meet Bastian, a cocktail bar owner. Well, his story will give us a more direct understanding of how consumers in Guangdong are embracing diverse consumer experiences. Hi, Bastian.
Hey, welcome.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
This bar now is almost 9 years old. Back in the day when we opened this bar, we wanted to do something very low-key, very discreet from the outside, but then inside being very adventurous, very innovative when it comes to cocktails, recipes, like creativity, storytelling behind the menus. And this one I wanted also to show you, it's almost like I think of soy sauce. We even have a cocktail like Lagoma.
Lagoma?
Yeah. This one is white miso paste. So all those from here.
Oh, Lagoma.
MSG.
Bastian's dedication to crafting unique drinks has paid off. His bar became a magnet for local booze lovers, and his business expanded from 1 bar to 5 across Guangdong.
And I think Cantonese are pretty much the best consumer we could have, we could wish for. because a lot of Cantonese are very into flavors, into food, into freshness of ingredients. So when you're passionate about what you eat, then you also appreciate what you drink. But before, back then, there's not so much options. Where now actually Guangzhou became a really strong city when it comes to cocktails.
This trend isn't just about cocktails, it's about a shift in consumer behavior. People aren't just spending on essentials, they're stepping out to dine, to drink, even when it gets a bit pricey. This wouldn't happen if they were not optimistic with their wallets. The 2024 McKinsey China Consumer Survey still saw promising signs of a consumption recovery, with a significant majority of Gen Z and millennials very positive about the economy.
China is reshaping its economy to focus on domestic consumption as a key growth driver. The signs here are promising. Sure, of course, the economy is facing new challenges like global uncertainties and the pressure of switching to new growth economic drivers. But for many here, there's faith that these problems can be and will be overcome.